I know all of you most likely are involved in technique-driven fundraising. These are the galas, the golf tournaments, the auctions, the 5Ks, all of the athons. That is all technique-driven fundraising. Friends, I was once tasked with putting on a mud run for 1,000 people to raise money for the transitional housing charity. I can assure you, I do not run. I do not run in the mud. I know nothing about obstacle courses, but nonetheless, the board and the executive director said, this is the newest, hottest thing. And so we put on a mud run, and we did have 1,000 people register, and they purchased the tickets to come experience this obstacle course in the mud. And we did raise about $300,000 that day in all the ticket sales and merchandise sales. But if you were to go out into the parking lot at the end of the day and interview the people who participated and ask them, which charity did you support today? 90% of the people didn't even know. In other words, did they purchase a ticket for a fun day? Yes. Did we raise a little bit of money, get a quick injection of cash? Yes. Did it take us more than 6 months of planning and a lot of money to put that on? Yes. And no one even knew about our charity at the end of the day. So, in other words, technique driven fundraising has a law of diminishing returns, meaning you have to keep feeding the beast in order to keep the cash flowing. The average rate of donor retention in this country is only 46%. That means that every year, year over year, you are losing 54% of your donors. And we never get to a place where we get to invite a donor to give their best gift, to invest in the mission, to invest in the great dream backed by a sound plan. And lastly, I'll say this, friends. Once I was a development director, I had a talk with myself one day, and I said, I'm nothing more than a party planner at this point. I am going from event to event to event, planning execution, planning execution. I never signed up to be an event planner. And if I had, I would make a lot more money planning weddings or something like that versus nonprofit events. Friends, there's a better way. We're going to teach you.